Alright, we're here. My rating really tanked this past week. I've just been getting rattled and tilted. Alright, F4. Let's go, let's get it. Four, knight F6, knight F3. G6. Knight C3. E4. I literally just looked at this because I was getting rattled in in an outtake. We're not gonna show it. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about this one. All right, yeah, we play bishop E3. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have. All right, I'll play bishop D2. Fortunately for me, bishop D4 is not the end of the world yet. Knight D4. Knight D4. This is actually getting a bit uncomfortable. Taking is a problem. How am I gonna deal with this? I play knight B5. What is the plan here? I have to play queen E1. Oh no, queen E1. Am I just losing material here? Could that be how it happens? I'll play knight E1. If my queen is here defending this, it shouldn't be that bad. Man, I've had this really bad stretch of games though. It's just been painful, honestly. Okay, knight C2. I guess I'll play H3 sooner or later. B5 is coming. How am I gonna deal with B5? You play A4. Just clamping down on this square. Oh, why do I keep doing that? I keep playing H3, but then that just makes knight H5 so much stronger. Okay, B5. We'll take. Play B3. B4 could be very annoying. Alright. This is getting messy. I really need to study these lines. I think I'm gonna delete this as well. This knight H5 move. It's so strong. I keep making this mistake. I don't know why I keep doing it. I keep playing H3, the knight just hops over. Then I have all this funny business to deal with. Play knight D1, kick the rook out. Really, really messy stuff. Okay, finally. G4, please kick the knight out. Please go home, sir. Go home. It's time to go. Rook C2, swap my rook over. It's astounding how much my rating tanked. I literally had 100 points more last week. Very hard to maintain all this. Okay, bishop C1. Just insulating the B file. How am I going to deal with this pawn? I'm going to have to... Okay, let's swing the king over, and I'm going to play knight D1, knight F2. Perhaps I'm not going to be able to do that. Let me put this knight here. Just fortifying everything. I'm going to play F5 soon enough, but... Oh, F5, knight E5. Getting the king out of the way. I'm just going to probably try to flag him, honestly. I don't have anything better to do. We take and play E5. E6 could be an option. Knight E2, knight D4 is an option. This is getting really ugly. We play E6. I don't know though. I got an attack. It's risky business. Take. F5. I gotta open up everything. He is really stuck on the queen side here. He's a really uncomfortable decision to make. Takes. All right, let's play queen h. I think I'm just mating here. There's like 5 threats of mate. All right, we got him. We got him, people. All right, I will definitely take it. I have to take it. He wants a rematch. I'll take anyone I can beat. I'm taking a rematch against. For those who are wondering, I tried recording a video just before this, and yeah, it was a disaster. I was paired against this Brazilian GM, and he was extremely booked on the bird. It was not fun at all. I got the one Brazilian GM who's extremely booked in theory. E5, not a problem yet. I think now we play D5. Takes, D4. I'm gonna take here and play bishop G4. Poke this queen around. I'm gonna castle. Everything should be good. Hopefully I can get my rating back. This is 2760. There was a day when I used to love a rating like this. I know my potential. I know my peak. I know my worth. To borrow the self-help aphorism. Bishop A. Okay, this is looking fine. I also gotta play much quicker. That Brazilian GM just really rattled me. He rattled the cage. Bishop G6 is gonna attack this pawn. Yeah, this should be good for me. I have a much healthier structure than they do. This pawn is very weak here. I've just been waiting my turn to put that in. H6, let's ask him a big question. Is he going to trade? He's not going to trade. Let's put the bishop on C5. He's going to trade. Okay, he's still not going to trade, but I can snatch this pawn here. This rook is hanging. That rook is hanging. The rook, okay, and I'll snatch the knight. All right. Yeah, does he want a rematch? We need all the rating we can get. This time I will not play H3. I gotta be like Bart Simpson in front of the chalkboard. I will not play H3. Okay, here actually I think I'm supposed to play H3 because knight G4 led to a disaster after bishop E3. So H3 and then we play bishop E3. He's going to play B5. He keeps on doing this. Bishop E3, B5, E5. B5, can I just play queen D2 here? Is that the theory? Even here, knight H5, knight G3 is annoying. Alright, I'll play queen D2. I don't think there should be any problem with this. B4, knight D1, I can swap around to F2. Knight E8. Where do I put my rook? I'll put my rook on C1 and I'm preparing B3. He wants to put his knight on E6. I feel like D4 might be okay here. Yeah, let's go for D4. It makes sense to do this before he plays knight E6. Just to usurp control over the D4 square. Just in the nick of time. Okay, I'm winning a piece. That knight is hanging. Let's do it. Let's get it done, people. Alright. It's over. Just up a piece. Up a piece for absolutely nothing. Alright, he wants a rematch. I'll definitely... I need to take all the rating I can get. Who? What is this guy's name? Dejan Tasev. I don't think I've played him. I've played some other Dejans, but not this guy. His name is almost like Dijon Mustard. Respectfully. Queen C7, we got the classic Taimanov. A6. Have not looked at this chapter. I have not looked at this chapter yet, but yeah, we play bishop e7 here. I just was talking about this with my student. Do we play b5 here? I'm just gonna take and play d6. Maybe I was supposed to play d6 immediately. Yeah, there was no need. Why did I? Okay, actually, yeah, he missed the ball. He could have shot at me with e5, and he would have been better. Now this should be fine. This should be completely fine here. This is just a fine version of a Najdorf. Yeah, this is a very healthy Najdorf. Let's play h6, no bishop g5, funny business. I did used to play the Najdorf, so definitely not complaining here. I'll put my king out of the way, no bishop h6, funny business. I'll put my queen on c4 next and start really targeting this e4 pawn. He's got some issues here. Bishop e2, I think I can play knight takes e4 because I'm hitting the queen. Alright, let's play b4. Continue chipping away at the queen side. Continue chipping away. Hitting this, hitting this. Play rook c4. Drilling in. Rook comes to c8. You know, if, oh, okay. I was thinking of bishop e2, I might be able to take and then take on e4 with big threats. Here, I feel like my knight on f6 is better. My knight on f6 is better than this bishop on b7. I need to just get snack in this way. Completely safe here. Gonna take all the pawns. Sooner or later, like, once he readjusts and tries to play on my queen side and tries to attack my king, then my king is just gonna walk up here. Yeah, this has me thinking maybe it was a poor decision of me to give up the Najdorf too soon, because I am playing it fairly well. Can I take a third pawn? Yeah, let me take a third pawn. Let me snatch all the apples. Knight e4 coming next. Knight e4, queen h2, bishop h4, hitting these two. Knight g3 could happen, knight f2 could happen. He is threatening mate. Actually, he's not really, though. King g8, bishop h6. Oh, wait, yeah, king g8, I'm just dropping this. What am I talking about? Let me just put my rook on e8. He's trying to play crafty, but unfortunately he's just down too many pawns to really do it. You can't play crafty if you're down a lot of pawns, punk. Okay, let's put the knight on c5. I want to bring my bishop to h4. There should actually start being an attack here if I can just sacrifice on this, Yeah, I'm going to try to sacrifice on the bishop. Maybe he could take. Taking creates slight complications, but ultimately... Alright, I'm going to play queen c2. Covering this again. I got to play quicker. Got to play much quicker. Yeah, I'm just going to play knight d3 and trade the queens. Perhaps there were better ways to do this, but... Yeah, there were definitely better ways to do this. He's not breaking through anytime soon. Takes, let's play knight f2. Take with the rook. I gotta activate my rook. He's trying to trade off, but... Yeah, his bishop is about to be in a pickle. King g1. Alright, nice. We got another one. He wants a rematch. I gotta give, like, I just got adopted by this Brazilian GM, so we need to take all the charity we can get. This is the Salvation Army of chess channels. Respectfully. Okay, I have to play h3 here. I've been complaining about h3 a lot, but so long as I can put my bishop on e3, it's okay. E5, no, E5 knight H5, I don't think it works. He's gonna play B5. I'll put my rook on C1, I like this. I'm just defending the knight, and now I can play B3, and there are no tricks. No tricks whatsoever, sir. B takes C4. Let's put the queen on E1. Queen's going to H4. Yeah, he's playing knight E6. I'm gonna play F5, knight G5. I'm not sold on who's better here. Knight G5. Okay, he could take, but then I take. Not a problem there. He plays H6, but my knight goes back. And now he has some questions to answer. He's got a lot of questions to answer. What's it gonna be, pal? Takes? Okay, takes. That might have been the better approach. I'm impressed. This guy has what it takes to be one of the best. I gotta play H4. I gotta keep chipping away. If H4 takes, queen takes, my attack renews with full vigor. He's taken there. That's not... I don't think that's good. F6, okay, he's... In some ways that's not good, but in some ways that's very good. Playing queen G3. I'm going to sacrifice here. This is a very tricky position. I think that was... Okay, I'm taken. I think I can take with the bishop even. Bishop takes, queen takes, king F8. I play queen H6. That should be good. I have at least a draw here. I'm going to go for it. I think he has to hide his king on H7, because if he goes to F7, I just start attacking. I feel he's going to go to F8, but this is not going to work. E5, knight takes, bishop D5 is also very, very strong. Because I'm just playing F6 next. This is a wacky position. Maybe, okay, I'll put my bishop on H5. He can put his king on G8, though. That's why bishop D5 was better. But okay, bishop G6. Things are still very tough for him. This is a very uncomfortable position. Knight E5, and now I play D4. My rook transfers over. I think it's the end. I think it's the end of the... Oh, well, rook H3, sorry. He takes on G6, and all of a sudden I have nothing. I gotta play rook G3. I gotta keep at him this way. Bishop H7, huge threat. Rook F4, rook H4, another idea. Very dangerous position here. Alright, I'm playing rook F4. Rook H4 is an enormous threat. Maybe he could take on G6. I think he has to take on G6. Why doesn't he take on G6? Takes on G6. Well, he shouldn't be taken that way. Now I take with the pawn. This looks completely lost. Rook takes G6. He would have been discovering on my queen, so I would have had to take... I would have had to trade off a lot, and I think he would have been fine. Alright. Does he want a rematch? No. 5 games? 5 games is enough. Alright. Respectfully. Respectfully. We start off well. Start at 27.56. Not the brightest, most brilliant rating, given that I ended last week on 28.40. What can I say? Things happen. Things happen. Dun, 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 dun. Pillsbury 95, let's go. We got an Alapin. Have not reviewed this, honestly. I'm going to have to. I'm slowly catching up with everything. I'm supposed to play C4. Alright, I'll take. Play D5. This has just turned into a French. Maybe I could have played D6 as well. Alright, takes. Yeah, bishop takes. I love that en passant move, that little special ticker. That's so funny. It's good they put that there. You know why they probably put that there? Because so many people probably who've learned the rules informally just have no idea what's going on when that happens. How am I gonna play here? I need to, I want to get at the bishop. Alright, I'm just gonna try to move my knight out of the way and put my bishop on c6. Place, okay, here we go knight b4, bishop c6, and knight d5. This should be fine. This is a classic Karpovian idea. If they take, you take here, and you have a stronghold on the d5 square. Okay, everything is fine. Everything looks good. Except for that could be a problem. King h8. No bishop h6 stuff. If he plays queen h4, well, queen h4 I'll take, but like queen h5, I'll play queen e7 or queen c7. Queen c7 might be a little more accurate. And, yeah, he cannot bring his bishop here. That's going to be annoying. Queen c7, defend this. I guess he could try a3. I will take. Yeah, I think I have to take them because I want to put my knight on d3. My knight's coming in, buddy. Am I losing? Knight d3, bishop c2 is very difficult. I might be losing. Okay, bishop c2, no, I think I can hold on with rook c8. Rook e3. Yeah, my position's tricky. This position is very, very tense. He has a lot of pieces, and I'm realizing now, this knight being on b6, that I'm paying the price for this knight on b6. This knight on b6 makes it extremely hard for me to defend my king adequately. I gotta trade off a lot of pieces, so I'm gonna play. Should I play knight d5? Knight g2 does not really go anywhere. That's my problem with that. But okay, actually, no, knight g2 is not enough. I should play knight g6. I think I'm okay here. I think if he had just played bishop c2 before, I would be dead lost. That was really crazy. Bishop c2, and I'm just getting attacked too much. Everything is hanging there. I desperately need to trade off pieces. Well, wait, can I play knight takes e5 though? Yeah, I'm gonna go. If I can snatch a pawn, I'm snatching a pawn. Always snatch the pawn that you can snatch. Don't snatch the pawn that you can't snatch, though. That's where things get a little tricky. Okay, you can take this, but at least now my pieces are getting better. My queen is watching everything. Positionally, maybe I'm slightly worse, but I wouldn't even argue that. I'm not sure if I am, but like the clear thing is now my pieces have a stable enough grasp over the king side. I'm not going to be getting mated anytime soon anymore. Can I play f5? Yeah, let's play f5. f4, big threat. Big threat, f4. If he plays f4, I play knight g4. Okay, play queen d6. I'm stopping bishop d2. Stopping bishop d2, and alright, knight d7. Slowly fixing my pieces. Knight would come to c5. That could be good. Knight's going to be good on c5. He plays rook d1. I play queen e7. No tactics there. Yeah, no tactics. No puppet, no puppet. No tactics there. My knight is getting better and better. I think this should be okay for me. Bishop c2, I think knight g6. Knight g6 might be good. I'm going to win on time, though. Yeah, that's like the crux of these games. You just got to keep things extremely complicated. Knight g6 he takes with the rook and mates. So I cannot do that. I'll play knight g4. We got a pin here. He's playing queen h6, isn't he? Queen takes g4. I didn't even realize I could do that, but anyway. Yeah, we're just going to take everything. Alright. Let's go. Burb, not bird. d4, f5. First Dutch of the day. Everyone has been playing e4 against me. 27-85. We're on a 6-game winning streak at the beginning. I gotta recuperate my rating, man. I gotta recuperate my losses. I lost a massive amount of money on Wolf Cola. I shouldn't have invested with them. a3. Am I supposed to play c5 here? I guess that's c6. Yeah, I'll just play c6. Because c5, the problem with c5 is they play knight e6. Okay, rook c8. Yeah, to my knowledge, when they play rook b1, this is just a less improved version than the other one. I recently had this position. You play queen f7 here. I'd been playing e5 so many times, but e5 is not good if this knight is not on f7. Can I play c5 here? Yeah, let's play c5. I got some threats. Knight b5 I take, and I'm going to win this. Scoop up that apple on c4. Knight c2 might make sense, but knight c2 I play bishop e6. Yeah, the Leningrad is a super wacky system. And that's why I play it. Super wacky system for a super wacky player. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Knight d5, I'll play knight c5. Get my knight in. I guess he has some ideas of taking and putting his bishop on d5. It's not... That wouldn't be that much of a problem, though. b3 takes, bishop d5. I can always play bishop e6. I guess he's snatching on a7. But it's, I mean, this position should be very good. Bishop d5, we play... Yeah, do not play e6 and run into knight d6. That's the trick. He takes, I take. He takes, I take. No tricks. No tricks, no traps. No zips, no zaps. a6. Knight d4. Let's take. This is going to be an annoying pawn, but I'm going to play queen e5. I'm attacking this. Knight b3, I have knight e4. Knight c6. Knight c6, you don't say. Play queen e4 here. Queen e4, f3, I have queen e3 check. I have to put my king on f7. Just to defend this pawn. Then my queen is going to be free to move. What is he doing? What is this? I'm up way too much material here. Queen b7. Alright, I'll play king f7 here. I'll just play rook e8 and then queen b5 next. Simple stuff. Okay, knight is coming to e6. Yeah, knight comes to e6. I play rook e8. Uh-oh. Knight g5. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, I'll play queen a4. I gotta give him back a little. This is wacky. He could take on e7. Taking on e7, that's going to be pretty powerful. Play king f6. Queen b2. Queen b2 could be very uncomfortable. He takes here. I take. I play king h6. I don't see mate. Clearly there's some obvious problems here. Knight f6 is going to be very strong. Knight f6 is extremely strong. I might be losing after knight f6, to be honest. Okay, knight f6, though, I can create some tricks. It's not the end of the world. I have to play rook h8. Yeah, the whole this knight covers so many important squares. I would love to just play queen d1, queen d5, but I can't. He plays queen e3, I'm playing g5. I need to try to flag the guy. Okay, I'll play g5 here. He wanted to play queen e3. If he takes, I play king g6. All of a sudden, I have mating attacks along the h-file. f4 allows knight g4. I take on a3. I don't see... Oh, he's playing queen f7. Queen f7, huge threat. How do I deal with queen f7? I need to really think. I'll play f4. Queen d1. Check. Knight g4 is mate. Yeah, I didn't... Did I have... I think I'm just losing there. That's crazy. Queen f7 is such a huge threat. Lost a lot of points there, but whatever. We're still up. We're still up. We're up to 2750 to 2770. Gotta get back in it. Oh, I know this guy. I've played against him many times. I think I drew him a few times. I lost to him a few times. Alright, I'll castle. Knight h5. Knight h5 could be a bit annoying. Of course, we don't want to take, and then he just has a weak square here to use. d3. I would assume I'm fine. Knight h5, I can play f5. Takes. It's risky business, of course. Okay, let's play f5 here. Interesting stuff, right? Takes, I play knight h4. I'm going to have really good play on that light square on f5. This knight on c6 is good, though. Okay, well, here I think I'm doing very well. Knight h4, I'll take with the knight. Do not want to let this knight get into d4 with a tempo. I assume positionally like I'm winning here. This pawn is very, very strong here. Okay, maybe not positionally winning, but much, much better. I'm going to play h4 and just continue dragging the game out. He has to play g4 here. I play knight h2, and I'm going to continue plugging away. g4, I could even play knight g5 if I wanted to be fancy, but there's really no need. Alright, if I take on h4, he takes on e4. That's his trick. That's his whole trick. But I'm going to play queen e1 and just take with the queen. Things are getting very uncomfortable for him. If he plays knight h5, I can take on h4 with my knight. And I love that my knight is here, just keeping this knight out of the good square on d4. Yeah, he's still completely stuck. g4 is still going to be a huge pain for him. I guess he has king h7. Yeah, okay, king h7. King h7, I play queen d2. I'm still much better. Also, like g4, rook g8, g5. My queen, no, that's not good. Alright, I'll play queen d2. Get his bishop to go back to g7. We'll figure out the rest later. King f2, g4 is a big deal. Before, with my king on f2, the bishop could come to h4 with check, but of course now the bishop's already committed. I'm going to play rook h1. No, that can't work, sir. That can't work, buddy. Knight b4, I'll play king e2. Just defend everything. Yeah, he's getting wrecked. He's really getting rocked. Wrecked and rocked. I do not want my king to be open. Oh, but I can't play b3. Alright, time to just... We gotta just go for checkmate. No need for anything else here. I'm taking. It's just going to be mate. King G8, I play F6, or I take also. Alright, yeah, this is over, buddy. Takes, I'll put my king on D1. Completely safe here. Making sure to stay a bit different. You want to stay 3 and 2 from the knight, so that the knight has to spend some time to check. King D2 would have also worked, but then I would have been more exposed to other things, and I'd be blocking the bishop. Nice. I'll take it. It's 3 points. Let's see. Can we get another? Can we get another? Another game? Yeah, taking longer than expected. That's what happens. This is the grind to 3,000. This is the struggle. Oh, Obito. I've played this guy. We've played him. Got a Sicilian, a Taimanov. I'm really loving the Taimanov. I think it's a very good system. Knight b3. No, that can't be good. Knight b3 cannot be good. There is no way that can be good. Let's play. Oh, what? No. No. I thought I was being so clever with bishop d6, and it turns out, yeah, knight b5. It's not the end of the game though, fortunately, but it is. This is definitely worse for me. This definitely ain't it. I'll put my bishop on b7. Hopefully something can happen here, but this. I gotta learn these systems. I have got to learn these systems. Yeah, this is still quite a bad position. e5, knight d5, knight come to b4, bishop b7. If he takes on g7, I'm going to castle. That's anyone's game then. He's playing a3. Yeah, why not? I'll castle queenside. Why not? I'm going to play f5 next. I really don't know what's going on here. I think I have to be worse, though. The bishop here has to be worth something. But I'm going to play f5 and g5. This is a mess. This is a complete mess now. g5 is going to undermine this pawn, and I'm going to be able to break through on e5. This is wacky. This is very wacky, and I mean, at the end of the day, my king looks sort of vulnerable here, but the idea is as long as these pawns are in the way, his rooks will not be able to get at me. I have to play b5 here. I'm happy to play b5, because now the pawns have stayed in front of his rooks, so he's not going to be able to attack anytime soon. We take here. I would assume I'm better here. My king is much safer than his. I'll put my rook on g8. Maybe other rook should go to g8. No, this rook should stay here. It's doing more for my king than the other one. Let's throw this pawn forward. Knight a5. Knight a5. Okay, I gotta take. Queen a7 looks a little annoying, but I just don't know. It's not. His bishop is so bad here. His bishop is just blocked by this pawn. Without this pawn on the board, my days would be numbered. c6 is a good move. That's a very good move. Maybe I should have stopped that, but I don't really see. I didn't see a way to. He plays queen a6. I'm moving over. Rook g2 going to be very, very serious. Takes on a7, I can play queen h4. I'm thinking maybe queen a7 works because rook g2... Yeah, queen a7 might have worked. Now I should be doing well, though. I was thinking queen a7, rook g2 takes, king f1. I don't really have anything there. Here I'm relatively safe. Queen can... Okay, actually, yeah, if he plays bishop e3, I still might be in trouble. But bishop e3, rook... No, rook g3, I'm going to take and then take here. I'm doing well. I'm back in the game and I'm playing for keeps. Okay, rook b3, I just play king a8. There's no problem there. Bishop e3. Bishop e3 looks like a pile of bricks, honestly, but it's I'll play d5 and my queen stays defending everything. It looks like I'm defending everything. Oh, I had rook a4. Rook a4 would have done the job. All right, here. I gotta open up everything. Queen h7. Oh, he can go there. Why did I do that? Queen c7. Bishop d7. Risky business. Okay, I'm gonna win on time, but this was wacky. Yeah, he's getting mated here. Alright, that was a close game. Got the win. Jeroma. Putting the knight on f3. c4, knight c3. Everyone has been playing this lately. This is the new go-to for people. b5 is interesting, isn't it? Put the bishop on e3. If b5, I play queen d2. No harm, no foul. Gonna play b3 soon enough. Everyone has been doing this. He's gonna play knight c7, then we play d4. I'm gonna have to check this. I just got this in another game. I think at the very beginning I got this. Yeah, I think he's doing something better though. But okay, anyway, I mean I have to be doing well here. Queen d2, queen b6, no problem. I just play king h1. Ooh, actually, yeah, this pawn might be vulnerable. If takes, bishop takes, queen b6, I think I have to play rook f2 to defend this. Let's play f5, push the knight out. I think I'm winning here. That's generally how these Maroxys go. You push f5 and all of a sudden you're winning out of nowhere. Queen h6 looks very, very strong, but queen h6, knight e4, rook f4. This is risky business. I'll play it. I think this is interesting. Maybe it doesn't work, but it looks very, very complicated. This should be jarring for the man. We play rook f4, knight takes c3. That has to be good. Rook f4, knight f6, rook h4. Yeah, this is some wacky stuff. Knight takes, rook f4, bishop f5. This is so close to working. Rook h4, he plays g5. That's my whole issue. Then I take, he plays bishop g6. I feel that has to be good. Like takes. Why don't I play bishop d3 here? No, bishop d3 allows queen b6 stuff. I need to come to a decision soon. Alright, I'll play rook f4. I don't know. I really don't know. If I had more time, if I had like 3 or 4 minutes, I would have been able to make a much better decision. His queen is coming to e3. Yeah, his queen comes to e3. This is a problem. This is definitely a problem. Yeah. Oh, well, I think his queen was coming to e3 anyway. I'll play rook h4. I'm just going to be down a few pawns here. Oh, I'm just losing after knight g3, knight f5. I'm just losing a full rook. Okay, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So I'm able to live another day. He can take and take on G2. He's definitely much better. Definitely much better. But okay, this is not over. I should have thrown the check in to push his king over. I could still, but I gotta just throw these pawns forward. Rook D. How am I gonna get this rook out of the way? Rook B4. Just getting active on both. He's really tied down here. This is a mess. This is a complete mess. E5, I play H. This is really anyone's game. D3, I play King D2. Rook here. D3, I'll play King F2 and then Rook E7. Yeah, this is losing. Alright. Yeah, he played well. He played well. I would like to look at the game review though. So just losing the whole game? F5 is a mistake. I thought F5 was better. I thought that was the best move. Let's see what... Okay, probably just take. Yeah, we have... Of course we have to take first. Takes is an inaccuracy? Alright. Time to try again. Maybe King H1? Okay, yeah. Just to get out of the queen check. F5 is going to come with a lot more force now. Alright, now I know. Yeah, I should just be dead lost here. Alright. Yeah, that's more comforting. That's definitely more comforting. Playing the drib. Why did I put my rook on b8? I'm not supposed to do that. Alright, let's play c5 here. Knight b5. Yeah, why did I put the rook on b8? I have to go back. Yeah, very little in this position makes sense for me. He wants to play e4, so I'm going to play knight h5 to be able to meet e4 with f4. He's playing f4. f4, that's a good move. Queen d8, I got to put my knight here. I'm definitely worse after e4. This is really, really ugly. I think I'll take with the bishop. Both are bad. This one fragments my structure but gives me a better central presence. I'm just trying to hold on. I'm definitely worse here. This is not a good situation. Just pushing the knight back. Okay, actually, this should be fine now. I managed to create counterplay here. Bishop d3 becomes a threat. Still a bit uncomfortable, but it's... Oh, that's a good move. Attacking this, but, no, I should be alright. Rook f7, defending this pawn. If he takes twice, there should be some rook a2 tricks. Or just bishop g4 even. Bishop g4 is a very interesting idea. He's going to play knight g5. Let's play h6. Yeah, for what it's worth, this doesn't look that bad. This really doesn't look that bad. Okay, I'm going to take. Whatever he does, my rook is going to have more play on the B or A files, depending on what happens. If queen takes c4, I need to throw this pawn up. You gotta go gung-ho. Guns blazing. It's very important that my bishop and queen cover this square, otherwise h3 would be very annoying. b8, putting my rook on b4. Let's play rook b4. He has to go to a6. Let me try to poke him out with bishop g4. I think I have to play g5 here. I need to just... This move makes a lot of sense. No, let's play a4 here. Distract the knight first, at least. Okay, well now his knight's made looser. Loosey-goosey. I have to... Yeah, what am I doing? I gotta bring my knight around. That was what I was supposed to do. This doesn't really increase scope in any way. Put the queen on d8. I have to put... This knight is so bad here. Move the knight around. My knight might be the star. The star of the show. Okay, yeah, he wanted me to play rook a4. Queen c7. Alright, I'm taking him playing knight f5. I should be fine here. Knight d4, knight c2 an idea. Knight e2 also an idea. a5, knight c2, a6, knight a3, a7. I have to give my rook right back with rook f8, but it should be fine though. Rook b2, rook f2 also very serious. I have a lot of pieces pointed at his king. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Rook b2, a6, rook f2. Bishop f1. That's really close to working. I'm going to go for it. I think this is interesting. He's doing that. Start with a check. Yeah, maybe there's nothing here. How could that happen? How could that be? Alright, I'll play bishop f5. Hopefully my bishop can do something here on e4. This pawn is going to make a queen. I literally have... Oh, bishop h3 is a threat. Yeah, I'm just looking out here. Alright. Yeah, if he wants, he can take the... At least I'm able to give away. What? No! Oh, this guy got me. That was a close game, though. That was a really close game. Alright, I gotta play. I can't be starting games and then stretching. I lost 4 seconds for no reason. Yeah, it seems everyone's gotten the memo at higher levels that everyone is just playing super Super solid stuff against the bird now. This should not be good. H3 takes. I'll inflict the damage on the structure. I'm definitely better here. D3, knight D2, E4. The classic response. Maybe knight B3 wasn't good. I don't know why I did that. But okay, anyway, here we play C4. We gotta fix this pawn, at least. Yeah, this is not as good as having the knight on E4 and pawn on B3. In that situation, I have concrete here. A5, A4 might be annoying at some point. Okay, bishop D2. Just gonna get everything out. Put my rook on F2, rook on F1, and then I might even... I'm probably just gonna drop back to C1 at the right time. F5. Let's take. I'm gonna invade on the E file. This is very weak, buddy. You're gonna have to pay the piper soon enough. Let's play G4. My knight can reroute to E4 eventually. I've gotta put the bishop on C1. It's an unfortunate necessity. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is getting really tense. E5. E5, F5, E4. Ooh. Okay, takes. It's not ideal. It's not ideal, people, but it never was. Knight takes, I think, wins material for him. Knight takes should win material. Knight D3. I play King H4. Yeah, I'm worse. I'm worse here. I think I have to play Bishop F4. Takes, I play Rook F5. Okay, perhaps I'm still okay, but this, I definitely botched this a bit. Can I say I botched it? I completely missed that move. Okay, I have to take. He takes the rook. I take a second pawn. It's not looking good, people. And I think most of it is just because this knight is on B3 here. If this knight was on A4, I could play B3. I'd have good pressure here. In these positions, I can never take here because of the rook on B2. I really want to resign. Yeah, I'm going to resign here. This is, that was not a good game. I got to find the perfect middle ground between taking my time and playing well, because, yeah, that was not good. Okay, we got the classic horsefly defense. The Raven variation. This is how everyone calls it. We're gonna play H3 here and just dominate the knight.
Yeah, what am I doing?
What is the plan here? This queen honestly looks a bit misplaced now. I'll put my knight on C3. My queen will probably transfer to F2. Might also go to E3. If knight C5, queen E3 looks good. Knight C5, of course, I can't play queen F2 because takes and then takes on E4. I guess, yeah, I would assume the idea here is queen E3, bishop D2, and just castle. Let's go for that. Castling queenside, I would assume I'm better here. He's playing E5. E5, we play F5 takes. And meanwhile, if g4, then f5 looks better. No, g4 is perfect. If f5, I'll just take, and then play e5. No problems there. f5, I have so many ideas with like bishop c4, knight g5, knight e6. I don't believe in f5. g5, big threat. This should just be over. Knight a4. Kudos to this guy for fighting on. I think this is just over, though. Knight c3, we're going to trade everything. This looks like it's losing a million different ways. Queen c6. Bishop b5. Takes. h6 also looks good. Bishop b5 takes. Yeah, this is... It should be losing. There are a lot of problems here. Maybe I had bishop b5 even before this. Yeah, probably here, back in this position, just bishop b5, they could play bishop c6, but then I take, and they have literally no attack after h5. They have no way to remotely trade off this important knight. Queen c5. I completely missed that. Oh, no, queen c5 I just take. There's no threat here. Yeah, this looks like a nice win. This was a very good win in the bird variation. The banned bird novelty. Yeah, I don't know what the plan is for him. I'm gonna look at the game review. I need a pick-me-up today. This has been a really tough day. To be clear, I started today at 2800. I started recording, but then I got so tilted by this one Brazilian GM. I was starting to curse. It was not going well. This Brazilian GM was unbelievably well prepared against the bird. Here we go, e4, c5. Knight f3, e6. d4 takes, knight c6. Queen c7. I don't know what to do here. I have no idea what to do here. I'll just play bishop e7 and hope for the best. Queen g3. Is that the idea? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. b5 could be yeah, let's play b5. Why not? He should be... objectively, he should be winning here, because I'm just definitely misplaying this. I'm making logical moves, but even so, I'm not sure they're the theory, and normally when you do that in Sicilians, you're just going to be losing. Should I take and open this up? Takes. b4, takes. Okay, I'm just going to play knight h5. Hopefully, something turns up here. It's not looking good, guys, though. Queen h3, I'll play g6, he plays g4, and the cage starts to rattle. Yeah, this is not good. There's really nothing to do, though. I don't know the other theory, so the other theory I would also get walloped by. Let's play b4. Knight e4, I take twice. Okay, I'm going to take twice. I'm asking what he's doing. Even here after bishop d4, he still has great compensation. This knight is very bad here. I play queen g5. Do not want his queen getting into h6. I'm going to keep throwing my pawns up the board. Maybe something will stick. Let's play queen h4. Just bully him into a queen trade. Yeah, you could play queen f1, queen g4, queen f... No queen f6. Queen f6 don't work. Knight e4 makes sense, but I take... I think I should be fine there. Yeah, all of a sudden it looks like I'm winning. It's really important to keep the dark sword bishop on the board. That's the set of colors that I've really weakened. Knight f5 is coming next.
Okay.
This is risky. Okay, let me put the bishop on h4. I need to tickle these pieces a bit. There's a lot of discoordination here. Rook has to defend this and this. It looks like I'm winning. Honestly, I'm not really sure how he's going to play this. Perhaps he could play queen e2. Then I take. No, then I play e5. It's also winning. There you have it, guys. I'm winning. It's over. It's over, people. The game is done. 2769, no more. 2771, here we come. That's an interesting move. If my queen moves, I have to lose control over one of these. I play queen f4. I want to keep an eye on this. If his rook moves up, I play e5. Also, if his rook moves up, I can just snack. Anyway. It's always good to get snacking. Okay, let me just take, and queen f1. This queen is not able to block it here. Okay. Nice. I'm not going to be accepting a rematch, sir. You have a rating of 2400. Alright, I got paired against another 2400. f6, g6. We play d6. We do not want them to take, and I guess I really didn't change anything. G takes with e5 could be interesting. Bishop takes could also be interesting. No, sorry, bishop takes, I lose this. What am I talking about? I was like considering the various merits of both, but of course bishop takes just blunders this. Alright, e4 shuts out the bishop, but then allows this knight in. I'm gonna play knight c6. Gonna keep things complicated. I do not want to give this knight an immediate purpose. Play queen e8 here. I'm thinking about playing f4 and queen h5. f4 could be very interesting to open up the bishop at some point. Bishop g5. Queen h5 looks even better, but f4 takes, knight g4. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go for this. If I play f3, and this is so tricky. Can I play queen h5 here? Queen h5. I don't know what's happening. In takes, I play e4. We just got a mess on our hands, boys. Queen h5. Yeah, this looks fine. This looks completely fine. My bishop is going to come to g4. Pawn f3 is also in the cards. This is very wacky. Like, perhaps he has a way to equality. I would definitely bet he has a way to equality, but it's getting messy. I can never really be worse. Even if I'm down a pawn, my bishops are going to get so open. Takes rook h6 is a huge pile of worms. Look at that. Takes rook h6, h3. I just take. Queen d5. Queen d5 looks scary, but I can always block it with bishop e6. No, that can't work. That definitely can't work. Bishop g4. That's not going to do. And if after f3, his structure is so bad, his bishop is just trapped forever. I could just move back and play a positional game with bishop e6 and probably be winning. But f3, simplest is just rook h6, takes, I think takes, and I'm going to mate somehow. One way or another, that should be mate. His knight does get the e4 square. It should be mentioned. For everything I was ragging on about the position. Well, here, bishop e6. This is over. Breaking through here and here. This has to be bad. This has to be very risky here. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about. It's just resignable, honestly. I'm breaking through. Nice. I will not be accepting a rematch, sir. Okay, F4. Back E front. Who's this guy? Gonna play E4 next. Bishop E2. Yeah, this is like the opening of the day. I guess everyone got a memo to play this against the bird. Everyone is playing this. We play H3, Bishop E3. Okay, here we can just play Bishop E3. There's no Knight G4 stuff. B5 should not be a problem, actually. B5, I'm going to play E5 and this hangs. Probably should play Knight D4 first. But Knight D4, I don't know. Takes. This is tricky stuff. He's going to play Knight D4 next. We play Knight E2 to preempt him. Keep the game complex. You know what I mean? Okay, E5. You're busted, buddy. He could play Knight D4 is really wacky. I want to play E6. Yeah, let's play E6. In general, if you can do this, it's very good. I'm collecting the pawn right back. I'll throw in a check. My bishop is super good here. This definitely should be worth the pawn. Knight C3, Knight D5, a very interesting idea. His knights are pointed into several layers of concrete here. Like, okay, perhaps he can't be worse, but I'm interested in seeing what the game review says about this. Normally, your bishop is just good enough to always compensate for any issues here. Okay, I'll take with the bishop. He plays something like Knight D4. I take. I play Bishop H6. We got a lot of attack. We got a lot of pressure. I'm really awaiting E4. That would allow Knight F4, Knight E6 ideas. Yeah, Knight D4 looks like the critical move. Knight D4. Okay, Knight F6. Okay, I play Bishop H6. I'll play Knight C3. Knight D4. Yeah, maybe I don't have anything here, but I don't know. This is wacky. And the fact that I've eaten 40 seconds to be down to pawn, I think that's definitely worth it. 40 seconds in a blitz game is a lot of time. Things could get very messy for him very, very quickly. Believe you me. Okay, F7. Alright, I'll play Rook E1. Just continuing to bring my pieces to good squares. I probably should drop the bishop back at some point, because it looks like he's getting well enough prepared for these things, but Bishop E1. This bishop is going to be a real sniper. We got a sniper in the building. Honestly, I'm just trying to flag him. I don't really have anything better to do. Bishop G5. The position is complicated objectively. I might be slightly worse, but it's extremely hard for him to traverse this. Okay, here I take and play knight. Yeah, this is still very good. I have full compensation. Bishop D5 is going to be very annoying. Queen H3, I just take on F7. He's going to take here. I want to play knight E4 and take on F7, or take on F6 though. I think I got a lot of play. He takes. Yeah, nothing really could be the matter here. Let's play Rook H6, attack this queen. Bishop G5. I really like Rook F1 here. Look at that. Look at that sneaky move. Huge threat. Huge threat on the table. Bishop E3. Uh-oh. Oh, Rook F2. Takes. I take with the queen. Okay, yeah, if he had taken on h6, I would have been losing there, but... you know how it goes. The take here. Did he just offer a draw? He really thought I was going to take a draw? Dude, take a look at your time, buddy. I'm here. Nice. Yeah, I'll take a rematch. 2778, we're getting up there. If we can end above 2800, that would be ideal. I would like to remind everyone that, you know, like, I'm still studying these openings. It's going to take some time, people. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. I'm going to break through. I do expect to be able to hit 2900 when my ratings are on pace. And then bridging that last 100 points is going to be a real challenge. D4 is going to be very annoying. But okay, no, D4 we just take, we play D5. This is all normal stuff. Getting a good score on E4. Yeah, this has to be fine. Knight D2. And put the bishop on B4. Takes, takes. Queen B6, attacking these two. Yeah, my knight survived. This should be fine. Knight A5, knight C4. Attacking the rook, and more than that, digging into this square. The rook will not be able to contest us. Here. There's also some bishop B5 ideas. This rook is practically trapped here. Really wacky stuff. I'm realizing now F3 could become a big issue. Yeah. F3 could be a very big issue. I need to make sure to have something against F3. Okay, so bishop B5, rook C2. Do I have anything against F3? I guess I have to play F6. It's uncomfortable, but you gotta do what you gotta do. If F3, I can play knight G5. Knight G5, knight F7, and all is well in the animal kingdom. My structure is definitely going to get demolished, but at the same time, my pieces are very good. It should at least be... It should be a bit tense, at least. Tense would be a good word to describe it. Yeah, this guy likes eating his time. I'm going to keep playing against this guy. I think I've got a good read on him. Alright, knight F3, bishop B5, bishop A4. This was my idea. His pieces are really stuck here. Yeah, I'm really happy to see this knight F3 move, because when the knight comes to F3, he's never going to play F3 for a while. So long as after takes, I just take with the G-pawn. I really have nothing to worry about here. I need to attack on the queen side. What is the best way to do it? Let me start by playing F5. I am weakening the dark squares, but it's going to take his bishop a while to sneak in here. And for his queen to sneak in. It takes like 4 moves, which is a sign it's never going to happen. Okay, F3 now, but now he's gotten a much worse version of this than before. Can I take on C2? Knight D6, knight C4 also works. I like knight D2. Yeah, knight D2 takes, I take on C2. No, let me take on C2 first, and then we play knight D2. Yeah, it takes, I play queen takes D4. Yeah, the whole house is starting to go up in flames. Rook D1? Rook D1, do I have knight D4, queen A4? Do I have anything there? No, I don't think so. That's crazy. Alright, let's just play knight C4. Be happy. Be happy with what we have. What am I going to do here? Let's play queen C6. Just defend this. I'm not breaking through on B2 anymore. Okay, knight D4. Knight d4, queen d3. This is a very wacky position here. Queen d3, knight c2. My knights just are continuing to dance around. A big help here has always been that this bishop is just completely blocked in. I'm more or less playing up a piece here. I'm going to snack on this next. I'm snacking on the whole house. Queen d2, okay. We can play knight c4. Queen g5, really big threat. Queen g5 is an enormous threat. I need to preempt that. I need to play queen c7 to be able to play queen g7. There, okay. That is a very scary move. Half of me thinks I have to take, but no, that wouldn't be good. This is getting extremely dangerous. Check here. Yeah, I knew there was going to be some problems. I knew there were going to be some... If he takes here, this... Okay, good. I lucked out. Oh, what? Oh, man, that was tough. That was really tough. That was too bad. I think I definitely had him. I had him, guys. But, yeah, whenever you're playing these positions where you've weakened your dark score so much, if that bishop ever gets active, then all of a sudden you're in trouble. Yeah, I think I'm losing after bishop d4. I shouldn't have gotten snacking too much. Here... Maybe I'm never better, though, then. I mean, I'm not sure. The thing is it looks like I have to start taking these pawns. Yeah, no, taking this pawn was the thing that let his bishop get so good. So I should have just snacked on this one. I should have just played something... I don't know, like knight c5, queen d3, knight d... Here, he checks. Yeah, even here, these checks are very annoying, though. Maybe I was never better. What a weird thing that would be. Anyway, here we are. Got some more to do. Some more games to play. I'm honestly starving. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go to the, I got some chicken cutlets, actually. I don't need to go to the supermarket. Oh, Vitaly Bernatsky. This guy's like a 2600 FIDE. Yeah, the classic horsefly defense. I don't know why GMs love this, but they do. It doesn't change the fact that they do. Okay. Gonna play h3. Queen d2. Yep. Transposing straight into the Raven variation. Knight c3. d4. Alright, takes. This is looking good. I should be much better here. Knight g5. Yeah, let's just push him around. G4. F5, I play bishop c4. Here I play bishop e3. Then I just come into d5. Yeah, positionally this is just a disaster for him. Perhaps I'm missing something here, but it just looks losing. Rook takes d5, I'm playing bishop g2. Rook takes d5, sorry, I just have c3. Even here, c3. c8, okay. That should be the game. Alright, he's taken here. Okay, knight e4, knight of... Yeah, this is still over. This is completely over. Knight f3, I just play... Alright, his knight can get out, actually. His knight can force its way out, but it's a... No, this is still a disaster. This is still a complete disaster here. Bishop, he's going to play knight g2. It's time to just start snacking on these pawns. F5 I can take on E7. I'm taking this. I'm going all around the world. Let's play D6 actually. It takes, then I... Oh, he takes there, but I take and... Nice. That was a very clean win. That was a very nice win in the Raven variation. Yeah, we will definitely take that. Alright, knight F3. Jeroma. Uh-oh. Okay. Castles, this should be okay. Yeah, there should not be anything wrong with this. H4. Man, I want to play H6. Takes, and then H5, G5. Knight G4, let's go this way. Some wacky stuff, isn't it? What is the plan here? Well, that was a very bad move. I don't know what he's thinking. E5 is coming with a lot of force. Check. Alright, let's put the king on H8. No knight G5, funny business. King H7, knight G5 would be a big problem. This looks like it's just winning. Okay, I'll just take just up a piece. I should be playing a bit carefully though at the same time. Pushing the queen out. How am I gonna do this? Make take, put my queen on E8. He's got a bit of flair to his position. Queen E8, attacking, defending. I need to throw my pawns forward desperately. Gonna play C5, B5. Just hit him with the whole, what is it? The whole toolbox? I don't even know what word. What's the phrase I'm looking for? B5, knight D6, queen C6. This knight is hanging. Knight E5. Let's play C4, push this bishop back. If he takes on G4... Yeah, this position looks perfect. Just continuing to drill away. I've thrown the whole kitchen sink. It's the kitchen sink, yeah. I've never seen anyone throw an actual kitchen sink. But alas, I am throwing the kitchen sink at him. Queen G2. Bishop F3, Queen G1. Yeah, Bishop F3 could have been very problematic. If he was castled, Bishop F3 would trap my queen. And my rook would be hanging. Yeah, as it stands, he has nothing to do yet. I'm going to play B4. This is just completely winning for me. Alright, how do I open things now? Bishop D4, C takes. Let's play B4. Let's start with B4. Takes, now I take here, and now if he takes with C, I can break through with the checks, and if he takes this way, rook E8 is going to be a problem. Queen G3. Takes, bishop E6. He can finally... Well, no, F3 I have knight E3. His rook is locked in. He's completely stuck here. E4? E4 is sneaky. I'm going to play knight F6. E5, knight D5, everything is still okay. Takes, I'm going to play bishop D5 actually. It's important to hold on to this pawn. This is the way his bishop can help out with this pawn in a healthy manner. Yeah, we're ending on a few wins. We're going to get there. We're going to do it, people. We're getting to 3,000. Put the bishop here. E5, I play knight D5. Okay. Bishop C4, I'm going to play rook C8. This pawn is going down. Oh, yeah, I should have watched out for that. Takes on C4. Alright, let's play A2. Bishop d3, knight e7, just defend this. a1 is becoming an issue. Yeah, he has some mating ideas, doesn't he? Let me just play h5. Just stop it. e6, I play a1 queen. If he takes, I take. Play king g6. Simple stuff here. How does this happen? How are there still so many problems in this position? What am I doing? Yeah, I need to just reroute this knight. And once I reroute the knight, it's easy. Rook c8, king f6. Rook h8. Yeah, this pawn is going. There's a new sheriff in town here. All right, nice. I'll take it. 2786. We're getting up there, boys. All right, who is this? WIM, I've never heard of her. Anusha. Probably Iranian. I would assume it's Iranian. Her rating is sort of low. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Playing Sergey Kim. Old Sergey. Knight of 3. Yeah, we haven't got a single one of these. What am I supposed to do here? c4. I gotta look into this. I have got to look into this. I would assume, yeah, let's start with the check. Oh, no. No. I'm just trying to move it back. Alright, I'll just keep playing, but I am losing here, of course. Sergey Kim. Just down the full piece here. For absolutely nothing. My position would be fine if I wasn't down a piece. But okay, he has, what, 150 seconds left? There's still a chance. We have a ghost of a chance. I tell my students not to resign all the time, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for the kids. And for the truth. Queen e1 takes. Everything good here. Queen is coming to h4. Queen is going to come to h4. Ooh. Yikes. This is looking pretty painful. Let me take here. This ain't looking good, people. I have to trade the queens. But okay, you know, we got him down 30 seconds. Maybe something can happen. G3, just, yeah, I'm not even sure what I can do here. This position is very bad. It might be one of the worst. Oh, he takes. Yeah, he just snatches the pawn. This ain't it, people. He's taking 2 pawns. He's taking the whole house, isn't he? Playing king g4. Yeah, I'm just dead lost here. Yo, Sergey Kim has got to go. I have 1 spite draw. Let me offer the spite draw now. No, he did not take the spite draw. I regret to inform everyone he did not take the spite draw. He's down to 67 seconds. There's a ghost of a chance. Oh, he just takes here. It's like 1,000 different ones here in this position. Y'all see what I'm going for. Y'all see what I'm going for. Dude, I'm such a dirty player. I'm such a dirty player, man. Look at what I'm playing so dirty. These are all like the toolkits of the park. Okay, rook d8. Oh, bishop g7. I did that too soon. I did it much too soon. "24 seconds. Uh-oh. I am literally in zigzag here. I got him down to like 20 seconds. This was close. Do I have any stalemate here?
All right.
All right. Oh, that was tough. That was close, though, honestly. I got him down to 8.5. I played really dirty, though. Those 2 draws. I'm not proud of that. Definitely not proud of the way what I did. Dirty play, certainly. All right, here we go. Playing against Grand... Oh, and I was reading my own name for some reason. No, we're playing against Shadow 1622. Yeah, that was just a mouse slip. I'm not really worried about that. Okay, let's play bishop b5. Queen e2. Yeah, I'm supposed to play queen e2 before d3. That's the way it's supposed to go. And e4 here. Uh-oh. Queen d4, a very big threat. Queen d4 would have been a huge problem. I mean, where should the knight go here? Knight d2, I think. Yeah, I need to be able to go to c4. If queen d4, just we trade. Okay, no, trade knight c4, he has b5, so I can't do that just yet. I have to play king h1. I'm going to play a4. Alright, here this is looking good. The knight is really bad now. And now I can fight for the d file. Just trying to probe this pawn out. Okay, fantastic. My knight gets back to c4. Fantastic. K1, I'm going to play g3, king g2, king f3. Knight f6 is going to be a huge problem. I'll play knight e5. Knight is coming to c6. Knight could also come to f3 to poke his rook out. We're seeing what could happen. My knight has so many good squares in this structure. Like, his rooks are very active, which is probably why the game is still balanced, but this is just wacky, isn't it? Let me get my king out. I desperately need my king to get to a better square. So my king goes to f3, everything should be fine. Put rook on e2. If he plays rook d1, I just trade and then play king f2. King comes to f3 anyway. Yeah, this is fine. Knight d3 going to be a big problem very soon. He doesn't have any way to respond to knight d3 in a healthy manner. I guess, okay, for the moment he has c4. Very easily, though, that could go awry, though. Oh, yeah, knight c6. Let me just pick that pawn up, please. I'm definitely going to take the apple. Yeah, you take the apple, and then the opposing apple runs. This is how it works. This has turned out to be very good. I do not want to give the knight the e5 square. I'll play f5. Let's play knight c6. Going to come around. Knight could come here. Finally, once I get in proper position, I should just be completely winning. I'm up a really big pawn here. Knight b6, okay, we're playing a5. We're doing it. His rook is gonna take. Yikes. Okay, I can't play rook d2. Let me play king e3. He's gonna finally collect the pawn, but I play this. I don't know. This is getting really wacky here. Knight c7, I play rook c8. There are a bunch of mates that he could fall into here. His pieces are really, really bad. I'll play rook b8. Knight d7, I'm going to play rook g8. King f6, I mate. Okay, he didn't do it. He didn't fall for the mate. He didn't fall for the mate, guys. Still a really, really tough position, though. Very, very tough. His knight is pretty much trapped after. Look at that. Rook d8, the knight is trapped. It's still going to take more work to win because the rook can defend it, but... Okay, that's not good. Just play king f3 here, g4. We're going to take. Let's just play king f2. Yeah, this is completely winning. Play king g3 here, rook d4, knight b6. Dun dun dun. Just move the king in. King g5. A splash of cold water. I'm going for the mating attack, guys. No mercy here. King f6, king e8, rook d6. The game is over. It's over, people. Pack up. Go home. Show is over. Nice. What time is it? How much time we got? Alright, let's play one more. So yeah, in the end, this was a relatively straightforward one. I got my rating up a bit, back to what it was once. I'm really not stressed, though. I've just had there's been a real pattern of people playing openings that I'm not comfortable in, and, you know, as I work on those openings, as I train them, as I study them with the computer, these results are going to improve. And yeah, as they improve, yeah, here we play 94. I studied this. Like, that's the thing. Sooner or later, I'm just going to study all of these things. If we take, What is the move here? What is the move? I think we're supposed to take on d4. Yeah, we're supposed to take on d4 because the idea is takes, b takes. Do we take on d4? Do we take on d4? I can't... I cannot remember. Oh, okay, no, now I remember. Yeah, in this position, normally something else is played, and then you, or maybe you just play knight e4 first. Knight e4, and then you're supposed to be able to have knight g5 here. That's a very good move. Alright, I'll just put the bishop... Where can I put the bishop? I'll put the bishop on d7. I should be talking so much. I gotta be playing more, talking less. Maybe I need glasses. My eyes are just really out of it today. Okay, let me play knight c5, queen a3, I have b6. Yeah, queen a3, b6, and b4. Wacky stuff approaches. Maybe he's better. Oh, b4, b5 could have been a problem. Let me play a5 here. No b4. No b4, no worry. Interesting idea is rook f7, bishop f8, but he could always play queen c3. His queen is more or less trapped now. I have no way to get at it, but it is at least locked out. Gonna take, play rook a8. Let's play, I'll take this pawn. Get up a solid pawn. I'm gonna put this bishop on c6. We're gonna have one bishop eyeing this, the other bishop eyeing this. This looks very good. This is looking really, really good. Up a really healthy pawn here. Okay, e4, perfect. Dominate the knight. He could take here. Yeah, he could take here. I didn't realize that. He takes, but okay, I play rook b2. I'm continuing to dominate. I think I still have very good chances. Let's play rook b2, defending this, hitting the queen. Queen is almost trapped here. Yeah, the queen is almost completely trapped. Look at that. Queen a3. If I play queen f7, rook a8. He's going to take here, though. I want to play queen e7, but then bishop d6. Queen e7, bishop d6. I have queen h4. No, but g3. What is the plan here? I need to deal with bishop b6, but I want to threaten this. Can I just play f4? Queen f7, bishop b6. If I play f4 there. No, f4 he has under control. Alright, I'm going to play f4 immediately. I think it's interesting, because, yeah, the idea is now after queen f7, he's completely tied down, and rook a8 is almost unstoppable. His bishop cannot come here anymore because of queen f2 stuff. Maybe this works. I don't know. I don't see what he can do. I really don't. G5 is another threat. Okay, rook a8, queen b2. Dot, 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 dot. Alright, I'm going to take and play g5. Rook a8 would have also been interesting. I think this definitely provides some good chances as well, though. I have an enormous initiative here. I could play bishop e5. Yeah, let's do that. I gotta trade it. I gotta just wrestle this guy out. I gotta badger that bishop out. Bishop f6 could have also been interesting. A lot of pieces are hanging here. Bishop is not hanging at the moment, but rook is hanging. He's doing that. He's coming here for the checkmate. Queen e7. The things are getting very dangerous here. I don't think he has mate. He has some moves that almost win, but they don't completely. He's going to play bishop d6. I go here. It's not... Oh, that's a very sneaky move. I'll play king e7. He wanted to take this with check. If he takes on g5, then I can go down. Or, no, I go here. Yeah, okay, I got... Wow, that was a really close one. Let's take on c4. Queen d6. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be a draw. Alright, yeah, it is a draw. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I can play king c8 here. Oh, a draw by repetition. Rats. I had 0.6 seconds. Oh. Alright. Why do I lose? What type of... Man, what type of odds are these? I lose 6 points for a draw? Chess.com, that's not very nice. Alright. So we're going to end here. Not the most productive day. I only went up 13 points. I think that was mostly due to the fact that my Achilles heel is these fianchetto versions of the bird, and people, perhaps due to them getting a memo or something, have started playing it en masse. So I'm going to have to study that in depth. Apart from that, I think everything that went well. I should review this London and the Dutch just to know it a bit better. I think right here I'm supposed to play after c4, knight e4. Yeah, I remember this. There's this position here, and already after knight g5, black is much better, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for another week. It doesn't look like my ratings made that much progress since the start of this, but trust me, we are getting there. We're getting better. I just wasn't managing my time so well this time because I just been out of it. I've been a bit tired. But suffice it to say, I'm very confident we will be making it to 3,000 at some point. Take care, everyone. See you later.